if we'll end up using the watching of the scrims as a YouTube video. Wow. Hey, guys, huge shout out. Huge shout out to Spacestation and Guild who could be scrimming on LAN right now and have decided not to just for the sake of me, man. I would have tried to find something else. I would have kept the people entertained, right? Are they scrimming only 3s? No, I think they're... Oh, they're going to do 4 3v3s, 2 2v2s, and 1 1v1. Interesting. So when I was talking to... Oops, let me make sure I skip. When I was talking to Raziers about it, Raziers said they were going to just do 3s, 2s, 1s. I don't know if Raziers knew what the format was when he said that, or if he is going to change his mind, or his team's going to change his mind when they find out. These would bang on YouTube, I promise. So I think what we'll do, I might save all the replays and do like analysis on the 2s and 1s. I think 3s we've seen before, but I also have a second YouTube channel that I might put some stuff like this on. We'll have to see. Dude, show the scoreboard for a second. Everybody on 24 ping, all in the same connection, because they are there at LAN. Playing on the Middle East servers then, presumably. Luckily, we're not going to see any lag for me, because the way they figured out the spectators, despite me being on literally like 200 million ping if I were to try and play on Middle East servers. Are they all in Saudi? Yes, they all are. So, chat, it seems like Space Station and Guild are going to play 4 3v3 games, and then I think they said 3 2v2 games and 1 1v1 game. I think the reason why I don't expect to see too much 1v1 scrimming is because 4 people sit there and, you know, do nothing for the entirety of the 1v1. I almost feel like this is, and this is 5-head chat, tell me if you guys think so, is as soon as somebody's doing a 1v1, the other 2 players, even if that's not their 2v2 team, they might as well just play 2s against each other during the duration of the 1v1. Now, it might be a little bit harder to set up because they have to drop out of the lobby and go to like a different lobby. But I feel like it almost wouldn't even be the worst thing ever if Daniel grinds some 1s against CRR or something, and then Reddles and Arsenal go 2v2 Dorito and Devo. But I'm sure these guys will figure it out. They don't need me to help them prep for this LAN. You can do analysis on the 1-3s, 1-2s, and 1-1s game, and then shout out your Twitch with the YouTube people. You can watch the full VOD here. I gotta make sure to skip. Skipping is the most important thing. Can you show the ping real quick? It's 24 for everybody. They're all on Middle East servers. You think the background crowd voice is really high? I can try and turn it down a little bit. I think that should help. How do we think the game sound is now? Are you new on Twitch? You have a question? Are drops only enabled for the official Rocket League streams? Yes. Or ones sponsored by them. Yeah, I want to turn it slightly back up though. Like it's a bit quiet. How 24 in Saudi Arabia? They're playing on Middle East servers. What do you mean? They don't always play on Middle East servers. I guess that could be the confusion. Normally, Middle East players seem to always queue EU. But maybe because everybody else hasn't been done dirty by the Middle East servers just yet, they, you know, they're just playing them because they trust them still. Have we seen Guild play with this roster? I haven't been paying close enough attention. This is a change, right? Didn't Dorito get added? What is this tournament, Wister Steve? Like, why are they doing this huge tournament with a massive prize pool? Have some fun, Rocket League. They played in the last 2 regionals. Oh, really? At this roster? It was added a while ago. I don't know why I thought that was more recently. Chat, what do we think? How bummed are we on a scale of 1 to 10 about the format change? How long do we think that these guys knew about it? What a shot from Daniel. Holy cow. 11? Yeah, I think I'm around a 10. I wonder how the players are. I wonder if the players actually don't mind it. I bet you a ton of the best threes teams are like, shoot, please make it all threes. You know, it's a huge prize pool tournament. So, you know, I think your G2s of the world were like, awesome. Everyone else has to play us in threes at guaranteed 3 of the games. You know, will there be a normal broadcast for Gamers 8? Yeah, they have it's Gamers 8 GG, I think is their Twitch channel. So if you don't know, by the way, in case maybe this is getting put up on YouTube or something, or you just showed up as the Scrim started. So the qualifiers for these tournaments were 3s, 2s, and 1s. And it was the traditional, most common, I would say, crew battle format where after you play 3s, you play a 2s and a 1s, or 1s and a 2s, and then for the final couple games, it's loser's choice, and it could be any of the 3. But that is not the case anymore. Now, it is guaranteed 3s every other game. So in best of 5s, game 2 will be either 1s or 2s, and then game 4 will be the other one. And that is still the losing team's choice. But basically, there's going to be way more 3v3 than there otherwise would have been. Now, the different ways we can copium ourselves is that when these teams have played these tournaments, they have picked 3s more often than not, I would say. Like, tons of teams just want to play what they're used to scrimming. Like, even teams that'll have guys like Daniel will sometimes be like, let's just go 3s because, you know, that's what we're used to playing. Even though we might have an advantage, let's just stick with 3s. So I would say 3s is the most often selected game mode anyways, but now it's going to be forced, and there's going to have to be tons of 3s games. Basically, it's now Worlds with Middle East teams. Yeah, it's a slight difference. When did they change it? I don't know when they changed it. Maybe it was this all along. The communication hasn't been immaculate from, you know, the tournament organizers. But apparently, the players seem to know. I mean, of course they knew. I shouldn't have been surprised that they found out before me, but I was just so disappointed. I wanted everyone to outrage. Oh, no. I'll just pop that right in front of that. Worlds is in August? Yes. 2s and 1s better than the 3s garbage? I mean, I wouldn't say it's better than the 3s garbage, but I think the unique format was definitely going to be really fun. And it's just less so now. But hey, still going to be a great tournament. At the end of the day, we still get to see tons of great teams play each other on LAN again, which is something that doesn't happen very often. And maybe it won't be something as fresh looking as we maybe thought it was going to be, but I think it'll still be really fun. I think the Middle East teams are going to do really well. This will be a good opportunity to show what they can do. Although I feel like the old format would have probably even favored them more. I feel like some of the Middle East teams would do really well in 2s and 1s. The whole point was it was different. The original qualifiers, the open qualifiers, were all 3v3. Ooh, look at this shot! Dude, even Dorito and CRR. Wait, can we please watch this replay? Normally they skip replays. Oh, I'm so sorry. Look at this. Chat, you guys have to see it. Sorry. Chat had to see. That was a nasty redirect. Everyone wanted to skip it, but but that one was too good. Why doesn't Reddle play like this in RLCS? Dude, Reddles gets way too much hate. Reddles does all the tasks that are going to never be thanked, and he is very solid for somebody who watches all of SSG's games. He also played really well at the last LAN. And I better see all of SSG in those ratings from the boys who do ratings, because I think all of them deserve it. I haven't done it yet myself, but I remember watching thinking somehow these people are going to find a way not to put Reddles on it again. Reddles is better than Daniel at Spring Major. That might be hard to argue, but Reddles was really good. I should have done my ranking right away, because I felt like I watched all the games and then I felt really good about how everyone did, and then I should have wrote down all my thoughts, and because I know I'm going to probably do one at some point, and now it's been so long. I wish I had done it right away. I know having different games makes it better and unpredictable. Who says a team is not great in threes but extremely good in twos and ones? Yeah, I mean, I think we all agree. I don't think anybody in chat yet has said, man, I wish this format's so much better. I'm glad we're going to get more of everything we've already seen. But it's still going to be good. Can we get channel point predictions? Bring it up with the mods. You rate Reddles, but it doesn't usually pop off mechanically in RLCS. Yeah, it isn't really asked to. To be fair, this community is heavily biased. Yeah, there are a ton of Threes fans. There are a ton of Threes fans who probably are sitting there in their chairs thinking, man, this Gamers 8 land's going to be so lame. Snooze fest when I watch ones. Oh, ones is so slow. How can anybody enjoy it? That is a take that lots of people do have. Oh my goodness. So you guys got to be focused up, because I am not going to watch every single one of these replays. Hopefully they let us watch some. Yeah, Daniel. Sheesh. Ones is slow? Yeah, say that to Nupo. Yeah, exactly. Ones is, I mean, I whatever. I don't need to sit here and defend ones to this chat, so. We all know ones is great. Arsenal gets yelled at for not skipping replays. I thought Reddles yelled at somebody for not skipping replays.
Hey, Feer.
Yo, what up, No Mini? I thought he called somebody out on Twitter for saying they never ever skip replays. But what a save. I had to watch the Reddles one, though. That one was a nasty redirect. You think Reddles said that on Rizzo's podcast? Dude, Rizzo's podcast is so peak, dude. That's just, I mean, scuffed or whatever they call it. What is it? The Chalked. The Chalked podcast is just beautiful. What a gift Rizzo is. It's just the kind of pro insight that I just don't think we really have. We have tons of people who offer up, analysis and podcasts and stuff from an outsider perspective. But I think you just get such an insight on how the players feel, unlike any other podcast. You can watch it after the game. The only entertaining one series are the ones that include Joria's. I mean, those are the most entertaining maybe, but there's tons of entertaining ones, series. All of them are entertaining. But Joria's is certainly one that Threes fans can easily get behind. Alright, gotta make sure I save every replay so I can farm this for content for the end of days. You think the first touch format is the best? I actually don't even know if it's the best. The first touch format was good. I liked it. It was interesting, and there's good strategy behind it. But it's strategy at the sacrifice of better quality games. Because if you remember, we talked about it before. Just specifically call out the SSG one. SSG versus Exit, the one that me and Johnny casted. While the mind games from Exit was good to get Evo against Rattles at the end, basically we got robbed of the better game. The better game was going to be Daniel versus Evo, right? That was the two best ones players. So we didn't get that game because it was the right decision for Exit to not give us that game. And I guess we got Rapid versus Daniel. Normally it doesn't go the way it did, but I guess Rapid made it exciting and won. So the format that this tournament was about to do is just like the pure talent format. Put your best players on the field, go win, and you don't need any other mind game strategy than knowing what your best players are good at. Do you think Dig will put in Joyers or Jack for one? So we actually had Jack talking to us on stream. He said they'll do either one of them. And the good news for them is that they're both insane. So I asked him if they're going to trade him in based on matchups. And they said not even really, because both of them had looked good against everybody. So it'll just be whichever one of them thinks they're feeling good at the moment. Which is nice. Nice to maybe not feel so hot and know you have the next best 1v1er you possibly have. They changed team colors. Oh, we can switch it easy. You can be any NRG fan in a 1v1 straight up. Nah, that ain't true. Was Reddles going for double, triple flip resets to shut up the haters? You've been out of the scene for 2 years. It's crazy how much better players are. That is pretty interesting. I've been in it from the very beginning, so I've watched the slow burn, I feel like. So the only way I noticed is by going back and watching the old gameplay and being like, whoa, wait a second. This was the top gameplay? Would Musty be the best NRG fan? I don't know if he counts because he's a sub. Alright, obviously Orange team is just goated, and that's really the only explanation. Sad Cola isn't in this tourney? True. You're watching Johnny's old videos, the difference is insanely big. I haven't watched anything recently. Why are they only practicing threes? They're going to get into twos and ones towards the end of the scrim, they said. But at the start, they're doing, I think, 4 threes games. So this is the third. Musty's not an NRG fan. Remember, he picked Sandrock in the fall major? He was just trying to anti-jinx him, dude. I don't think subs count as a player. Hey, subs are people too. Arsenal is going to sauce Dorito up? No. This LAN is great for those lower top teams, like Luminosity and Guild for their first LANs. Oh, is that? Yeah, CRR I know he's pretty young. I forget sometimes how long these guys have been in the scene, whether or not they've been to LANs. I guess CRR could have been. I can't think of any other time he'd been there. Thank you, Dream Archer. I wonder who's the best 1v1 player on Guild. You don't need to wonder. It's CRR. Wait, what was happening there? Why did Arsenal just freeze? CRR debuted last season but didn't have good results until winter of this major. Yeah, CRR is definitely Doritos' ones player. I don't know who they're going to play for twos. Do we think Devo? I honestly don't know. Maybe are they going to do the Spanish 2v2? CRR and Dorito? Oh my goodness. Guild is destroying them right now. Is there any Middle East scrims? Yeah, there are. I talked to a few different people about scrims. So I forgot that they're going to be scrimming on LAN. And I don't know if that has always been the case where everybody's scrimming on LAN, but the ones that have been streamed are just basically offered up by the players not to be on LAN. Oh, I said CRR is Dorito. Yeah, CRR is Guild. CRR is Guild's ones player, not Doritos. But imagine Doritos sponsor a team. When is this? This is a crew battle tourney happening in Saudi, starting Thursday. You're a big fan. What are you doing? And also, are you doing a complexity scrim? No, I don't have any contacts with complexity, so I'm not doing a complexity scrim. Daniel, obviously for SSG. Yeah, Daniel will be playing Space Stations. The question is, will they do Reddles and Daniel or Arsenal and Daniel for twos? Because they've dabbled with both. And from what I've seen, Reddles, Daniel is the better twos team, but... Alright, SSG is getting smacked. You know what? Can the mods create a command? A lot of people are going to be coming asking about where the tournament is, when it starts, that kind of stuff, which is a good question because everyone should find out. But I don't think it's great for me to just sit here and say it a million times. So a nice quick mod command would probably be the best way to handle it. Arsenal is the twos demon, right? Well, the times I've seen Daniel Arsenal play twos, which is very limited in the like the first touch event, I think it was, they didn't look as good as Reddles and Daniel. Will you stream Dig scrims? I'll ask Dig. I think Dig will be scrimming online because I think Joris is not there. So that's actually a good team to ask because they don't have to change their scrims just for me. Guild with the dub. You just had a Wikipedia link, that fine? Yeah, that works, yeah. You just hit !gamers8 and then I readied up, right? I readied up. It's Chrome's fault. Hope these guys know that. It wasn't my fault. That took so long. Am I gonna come? No. Isn't it like a full day of travel? I'd have to basically be headed there already. Or I just feel like it could be multiple days. I'd have to be just about headed there. Color change again? They like to keep us on our toes, man. But I appreciate chat instantly recognizing. What's your favorite team in NA and which in EU? Spacestation is my favorite team all around. EU is probably Dig. I mean, it's the ones teams. Yeah, I asked Jack. I think I had a miscommunication. What's the best team, MENA team in this tourney besides Falcons? Maybe F16. Maybe 0-1. Maybe... Wait, did I not see Veloce? Yeah, I didn't know Veloce, right? Because Senzo's playing with Owl. So either 0-1 or F16 or Owl. But probably... I want to say F16. Let's say F16, because I think that'll be fun. Go with F16. FaZe is more of a ones team. I mean, they're a good threes team too. Up until this last major, they, you know, finishing top 4 and everything. Is Twisted Minds good? I didn't recognize the Twisted Minds players, but they are playing on home field, so you just never know. Ooh, what a save. Oh my goodness, what a double save. Senzo is playing with Fahad, yeah, on Owl with IX. I think it's Fahad, IX, Senzo, right? Orange team would have scored that. Orange team OP. Orange team absolutely OP. You're right. Senzo and Twiz are playing, but each on a different team. Oh, so yeah, I was wondering. Twiz isn't with 0-1. What's the team that I saw Twiz on a team? Twiz is a pretty good 1v1er. He's not good enough to hang with the top ones, but he's definitely solid. Like G2 doesn't really have a ones player, just depending on how good Atomic does. I think apparently he's going to be playing for them. But Twiz is like a ones player. Will tournament be streamed? No, it's not on the. It's not Psionics sponsored. It's not like Psionics' tournament, so it's not going to be on the main Rocket League channel. I'm excited to see Jan 1v1 for sure. I think Jan's going to be really... I mean, it's tough. All the 1v1 fans were sitting there like hoping for as many 1v1 games, and now we know exactly how many 1v1 games we're going to get, which is potentially... Dude, I just realized we could get no 1v1 games in a series. We could get a 3v3, a 2v2, and then a 3v3 if it's a sweep, and then nobody even plays ones. Next thing you know, the Twins win every 1v1. Yeah, Rawas will probably play all their 1v1s. Clears is certainly a step down from Rawas in ones. He's good, but he's not Rawas. Rawas is more of... It's really hard. So, Jack and Joryas, right? A lot of people agree those are two of the best ones players in the game, maybe the two best. But their styles are very different. I think if you're an apparently Jack type ones player, then you're going to be more consistent, especially as you go down the rankings. If you're more of a Joryas type ones player, I think it's hard to be consistent against everybody, especially if you're not at the top. I think Clears is a little bit more like, you know, a Joryas aerial type. Use your speed, and Rawas is very calculated, very smart ones player. So I just think Rawas is probably the better matchup against almost anybody. The way they did the qualifier for this LAN was a better layout. Yeah, that's true. They also technically did the open qualifiers all threes, but that was purely off of the fact that I think they just didn't want to admin it. It'd be almost impossible to admin when there's like a million teams playing and you can check every single game and make sure everyone followed the rules, you know. So it's just like, let's just make it threes and call it a day. Yeah, Joryas is super icy. Joryas won the best of one tournament, so maybe you should just have Joryas play all these best of ones. That's another great shot by Reddles. Can we all start talking about Reddles being insane? It's about time. It's about time. Has SSG owned gold yet? I think they did. They owned gold in the last game, didn't they? At the end, though, when it didn't matter. You wanted on record that Stealthmuth doesn't think winning high-pressure best of ones is impressive. Sure it is. Fake kickoff for SSG? Will we be seeing more of this at Worlds? So far, Orange Team has won every game. So, really, it's just about when is SSG going to score, not if they're going to score. You excited to see KV1? Yeah, so am I. I know Johnny said yesterday... Yeah, how is... Yeah, they're not going to get out of this one. I know Johnny said yesterday that he's going to try and get a bunch of KV1 games. I am too. I think I might message Johnny and see if we can't, I don't know, maybe even just set up like back-to-back streams or something. Just because I think there's so many games we could get. I don't even think we need to... I think if we work together, we can just get like every game we could ever dream of. So hopefully we could do something like that. If not, that'll be too bad. Are you going to stream the tournament? No, I'm not streaming the tournament. Beer Jack went for food. Check DMs. Oh, yeah, I saw. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. Oh, save this replay. All right, I think we're doing twos now. Did I not ready up? I swear I readied up. Sorry. It's my fault. You should do a watch party? I don't know. Maybe, but most likely I won't be. All right. Some stuff we haven't seen before, chat. It is the Spanish duo. The Spanish duo for SSG and then Daniel Reddles. Oh, sorry. Daniel Reddles for SSG and the Spanish duo for Guild. This is what I would have likely guessed. I think Daniel Reddles been playing better. Arsenal just dropped immediately. I think Devo is watching. Maybe Devo left. Arsenal going to go play some Middle East ranked. Raziers was saying that everybody on the servers right now at those ranks are just everybody who's here. Predictions, chat? Do I have them on the right teams? No, Guild is back on orange. Classic. Classic. Ones in chat if you think Spacestation win. Twos for CRR and Dorito. Guild. Who is the better twos team, chat? I saw a little bit more ones at first, but I wonder if we had asked before the first goal went in, because there's definitely more CRR and Dorito twos now. And it is 1-0 with a minute in. Are they playing on Middle East servers? Yes, they are. Oh, look at Reynolds go, dude. Doesn't even matter if it's 2v2. He's taking everybody off the map. Dude, Reynolds got whoever that was in net to miss. Oof. Dorito made it back in time. Look at these bumps. Daniel just carrying him out. All right, Reynolds. Get a clip for the stream. Shut up the haters. Uh-oh. Daniel just absolutely fed them that shot. Nice recovery, though. Reynolds better be low on boost. He just handed away that possession. Here, can you ask them to reschedule URLC? You're busy that night? Oh, sorry. Fortunately, I don't think so. Even their laughs are the same. You know, to be fair, I watch a lot of Johnny. The person who I feel like I started accidentally copying their laugh, though, was actually Atrioc. Anybody watch Atrioc? He laughs all the time. Like, if you watch him on Twitch, he's literally laughing every second. And He laughs after like every few words. And I've tried not to do that, but I feel like since I've been watching him, I've done it more. The Atriarch chuckle. Yeah, it's after everything. You remember seeing me on Atriarch stream? I like going into streams, chat. You'll see me there. I like the big streams. It's fun to just meme in the big streams. Oh, CRR, what a catch. Air dribble bump. Got him. By the way, chat, YouTube hates you guys. YouTube hates you guys because you cringe at air dribble bumps. And I haven't seen one yet, which is too bad. There's one. Because I think it's so funny. But, dude, YouTube comments do not get the Twitch culture. They think everybody's being serious, and they have something to say about you guys who think air dribble bumps are cringe. They just cannot. Wow, CR just missed an open net. They cannot believe that you guys think they're so cringe. Oh, Reynolds didn't get him. Air dribble bumps for swag. Dude. The guild squad looking good. YouTubers are part-time fans. We are being serious. No, no, you can't say that, dude. You can't say that. Oh, man. Reynolds with the own goal. I think he might have been screwed either way. Guild probably won this game. Dude, what's the ping? They're playing on 24 ping. For me, I appreciate it. They were going to play on LAN. 0 ping, I imagine. Should have used Arsenal instead of Reynolds. I think they still might. I think they still might. I don't think it's that big of a difference. But historically, in these formats, they've done better with Daniel and Reynolds. So, but if they're not winning, I think they'll just put Daniel and Arsenal. I can't imagine a world where they don't play Daniel, though. YouTube viewers early forfeit when they go down 1. No, I think that's not the case. YouTube viewers hate. YouTube viewers like a good, solid, classic game where everybody respects each other, and I mean, whatever. All fans do, but they just don't have. Twitch just jokes and memes a little bit more. You know, YouTube is not interested. YouTube comments are not interested in memeing at all. That's really what it comes down to. They just want your high quality game. Handshakes all around. Can't blame them for it. It's important to have the balance, you know. The live viewers can have a little fun. But let's not forget we like to take it serious too. What wheels are Dorito and CRR wearing? They are... How do I always forget, man? Chat, tell them. They're literally the only wheels that are ever used. Reapers, thank you. They're Reapers, as you can see. It's the only wheel used nowadays, and yet somehow I forget its name. I don't think I have any, or at least not any painted ones. YouTube commenters just want to tell you how they made $8,734. No, YouTube commenters want to tell you how you should click this random link, and like aren't even speaking in English. YouTube hates Cam. Twitch loves the drama. Yeah, YouTube does not like it. Well, that was because of a Lethamyr video, I feel like. And Lethamyr's really big on YouTube. Where Cam was here. Wait, 0-second goal? Are you kidding me? Poggers? Imagine thinking that Guild was a better 2-steam? Are we going to ignore the comeback SSG made? I'm sorry, I guess we are. Reynolds is about to ice it though. Oh, look at that bounce. Oh my goodness. Okay, they don't want to watch it. They don't want to watch it. We're not watching it. SSG fans never were sweating, right? What did Cam do? He just like, I don't know, said something. I remember watching it and thinking, whatever. This is not that big a deal. But everybody was on Cam's case like he was the weirdest dude of all time or the meanest dude or... Not even close, baby! SG fans, not for 1 second were worried. Who won the 1v1? They haven't done one yet. Are the teams already in Saudi? Yes, they are. SSG is the team with the best mentality in the world, which is crazy because they have a 15-year-old. They do have a good mentality. In fact, what I think has been wild is the ice and the confidence and composure in all the young players. But specifically, you have to call out Moist. The fact that Moist can do what they do, just a super young team, and play under that pressure and have it almost make them better, it seems, is insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, all of Rocket League players are young in general. But like Team Liquid and Moist, Team Liquid's super young. And I feel like I remember being that young and I feel like I'm not having the ice at all on land, but hey, they do. Who is the oldest player that still plays? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that right now. CJ's pretty old, I think. Seems like a lot of it is ego for Moist. You'd say more poise for Daniel. Oh, by the way, I said about Moist that they didn't have egos, and people on Twitter disagreed. But I think it was two different kind of egos, maybe is what I was referring to. They have confidence, and they trash talk. And I almost feel like that is slightly different than ego. But CJ is 23. Oh my goodness. He's ancient. Is that the oldest though? Is there any, I mean, isn't 23, 24? Karma's like as old as me. Karma's like 29. Turbo's like 40. Yeah, we're talking about other than Turbo. Metza is 23. Oh yeah, Metza is, I think, the older one I was thinking of. Rizzo is 75. Yeah. Rizzo's done, man. Dude's way too old. Garrett's 24? No, that can't be right. Is that right? I guess he's been playing since the beginning, and he's 15. How long is Rocket League? 2015. So he's like 22. Should he be like 22 or 23? I can't remember what you said. JNaps is 23. Garrett is 21. Thank you. You think Johnny Boy is old? I think Johnny Boy is 30. Or 31 or something like that. Express turning 24. All I know was, this is probably going to change. I think, or maybe not necessarily, the oldest player to win a world championship is 22. I think. And it was Remco or Maestro. Or one of them two, right? Because I remember thinking, because everybody asked me, people who don't watch Rocket League ask me, because they know that the players are young and they want to get an idea of it, and they don't, like people who don't play at all, they're just trying to, like, how young are they? They call me Ben, but you guys would call me Feer. And the one of the examples I use is that the oldest world champion ever, I think, is 22. And that's, you know, pretty old. So, could that change? We have some people, you guys are talking about a lot of good players who are older than 22 right now. Or will we just see Moist win it? And it's like, oh yeah, okay, every minute you are older than 15 just makes you worse. Who do you think qualifies in Group A? I can't remember exactly who Group A was. I think it had G2. I think it had Guild. And I think there was maybe one other team. G2 is probably going to qual because there's 3v3 games now, guaranteed. I think that just helps G2 big time. And then I think Guild. I mean, the Guild and G2 are the 1-2 seeds. I think they had that right from what I remember. Detonator, Guild, Complexity. Oh yeah, Complexity could take Guild down. But will they? I'm not sure if the change in format, I don't know which team that helps. I think that one's close, actually. I don't know which way to call it. What do you think Rocket League players much younger? There's actually a good post about it. There's a good post about it on the esports subreddit, I believe. One thing is that there's no translation from any other game. So FPSs help you in other FPSs. So if you've been playing FPSs from an early age and then a new one comes out, you're starting way ahead. Way ahead. There's nothing like that for Rocket League. There's no transfer. And so playing games at an early age and forming those kind of like connections, it seems, is really important to being a good gamer. And so all these players who are starting super young, they've just been able to work on what Rocket League needs at crucial times. Look at this shot. This is a great play. Can't believe Reddles is a menace this much in twos. But that was a mistouch. Daniel gets a reset, and then Reddles is bumping that back line. Sorry, I watched it longer than they probably wanted to. Bro, it's just FIFA and cars. Roller Champions seems to be the closest skill transfer. Dude, I think I've watched a little bit of Roller Champions. Is it even a skill transfer at all? Can we even really say? I haven't played it, and I haven't really seen it, so I guess I can't argue against it. So you guys will just have to decide. Is it? More scrims after this? Definitely. At least one. I'll probably be able to convince at least one team to go online if they're scrimming on land. And it sounds like Dig is not scrimming, by the way, in 10 minutes. They're scrimming in an hour and 10 minutes. I don't think I can stream that long. I'd love to, but I do actually work a job, believe it or not, and it's not this. All right, 1v1 game, chat. I think we're getting Daniel versus CRR. I'd be surprised to get anything else. What do you do? I'm a software guy. Of course, if everybody in chat gave me their Prime, then maybe I could quit software and stream longer. Yo, I know Gilly at 96. Thank you for the Prime. Yo, Bargain Bacon. Thank you for the Prime. If you insist. Don't quit. Do both as long as possible. Trust. Interesting. Interesting. Corellia, I feel like that was not the advice you've actually given me in the past. Or not necessarily advice, but yeah, I think I don't plan on... Dude, Raikou, tier 1. Yo, trying to throw the Prime call out, and you're dropping the real cash money sub. Thank you. Oh, money-wise. Well, what if you have a wife who's going to be an emergency med doctor? Does that change it? Oh, my goodness, dude. CRR. CRR is the freaking man. Wait, do I get to watch replays? I forgot I still might not get to watch replays. Because this is technically still a scrim. This isn't a show match that I'm doing. Yo, Black Rose, thank you for the Prime. Dragon, thank you for the 5 bits. Hey, you guys are nice. Unfortunately, there's absolutely nothing you could do today to stop me from going to work. But hey, inch by inch. Are FaZe going to put out AJ or first? So I thought they were going to do AJ. Apparently, according to AJ on his stream, he said that they will be using first for at least some of them. So the plan is to use First Killer as well. Are you going to stream Middle East scrims? Any of it? Yeah, if these teams are playing any Middle East teams, for sure. I'd love to get an F16 scrim. That's probably the one I'd be most interested in, but F16 didn't respond to me. Some other Middle East teams, though, have agreed to have us watch their scrims, so maybe I'll ask chat who they would maybe want to watch. Do you work 40 hours a week? I do. I'm going to have to work extra late tonight for doing the stream. What if Mr. Beast donated 20K? Would you still go to work? No, I wouldn't. If he said, I'm giving you this to not go to work, I would not. But that's 20K. Can you explain the Gamers 8 tourney? It's crew battles, but exclamation point Gamers 8 is probably the best thing to check. Daniel, look at that. We don't get to watch it again. Great irritable bump. Guys, eyes peeled to the screen because we don't get to watch the replays unless Dorito lets us. Thank you, Dorito. Yo, throwback. Thank you for the tier 1. Black Rose, did I say thank you for the Prime? I think I did. Thank you for the 10 more bits, Dragons. Daniel. I like that. Kickoff goal for Daniel. Have you seen the format change? I did. So I think according to Johnny's tier list, Daniel should win this, right? I believe CRR was a B, I would imagine. Why not work and stream if you work from home? Because if I could do that, that'd be awesome. Imagine I could stream and write software at the same time at a high level. That would be beautiful. I would love to do that, but I don't think I can, fortunately. When does the LAN start? Thursday. Daniel's in a losing streak, just saying. He's a losing streak against really good players. And CRR, he's definitely favored against CRR for sure. CRR was a bit too low. I know he has good results. He was probably B, right? If I had to guess, he was B. And you could argue he's at the top of B. I would say that's correct. Why so many 3v3 games? Because they hate us. No, I don't know why they changed it. Maybe they'll say. I don't think so, though. I don't think we'll ever hear why they changed it. I'm watching your streams on YouTube mostly, but happy to get on Twitch. Love the content. Thanks, man. You're a software dev as well. The job allows for plenty of flexibility, but you said it best. Yeah, I mean, I have to. I couldn't you can't stream. Streaming takes 100% of your focus. You get done with streaming, and you're exhausted. Even if you'd only do it for a couple hours. And even if I'm only talking about Rocket League being played, it just takes a mental focus that you couldn't possibly work at the same exact time. They changed it because almost every invite team asked for it to be a 3s tourney. Oh, interesting. See, that's what I was about to say, but I didn't want to say it first. Apparently, the players wanted it to be more 3s. Because in a team-based tournament, most teams get hard carried by their 1v1 pick and make somewhat one-sided better teams losing to better ones. Yeah, for sure, it does. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Lawler, but isn't it just, it wasn't that kind of the idea? That is a whole different kind of tournament? Yo, thank you, Tanzas, for the Prime. Is Daniel a top 5 1v1 player in the world? No, probably not right now. He was. I believe there was a moment in time where Daniel was number 1. LCT Max U and OSM going to play in a team? Yeah, I think OSM is going to play for Gaming Gladiators. Yes and no, you're having one playlist outweigh the efforts of 2. Okay, then just take 3s. I mean, make a forced 2v2 game. Is that what you're saying? If you're worried about 1v1s taking over, listen, I'll never be worried about that, right? But I understand a lot of players don't like it. Couldn't you force another 2v2 game as one of those forced games? If you really want to add more 3s? I do think I was talking about this earlier. It does kind of suck for 3s players as well, especially the third on a 3s team who's not going to play 2s or 1s. I mean, the old format definitely sucks big time for them. Fine with the forced 2v2 as well, as they want to mix it up to commit. Pros prefer 3s. So here we are. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. Listen, if I'm G2 and I'm at a $2 million LAN, then I am doing what I can to convince the organizers to switch it all to 3v3. You know, like, I get that. So, I understand that angle. As a fan of the tournament, and somebody who is a fan of 1s, obviously I'd prefer to see more 1s. And obviously I understand why teams without their 1 specialist don't prefer that. 3s is just far more entertaining. You know what? Can we take 2s out? I think 1s is entertaining. But obviously, I'm such a different, I'm not representative of the entirety of the Rocket League fan base. No, I don't want to leave. I want to save my replay. That was perfectly timed. I don't know who